Good afternoon, Lana Scott, Lighthouse. So, guys, I've got a reading here that's about one to two people that end up making a difference some kind of way. The overall energy is magic being made and purification of energies. Okay, I've already done a reading or two today, but they kept telling me the native spirit deck. The native spirit deck usually tells me about people. So I'm getting this overall feeling of bringing about magic and bringing about some kind of purification. And what this is about? This is about. Let me just go through the cards and tell y'all, and then I'm gonna pull some runes on it. So we got the magic and we've got the purification card. Okay, Glastonbury, England, or no, Britain. Okay, some kind of magic that happens, and purification happens when two people meet up at some point in the future. Okay, so the first thing I've got here that's out on the table already is the Freedom Horse. This feels like an energy of someone who's wanting to find their freedom. They're ready to go into the future, and they're traveling to something, and they're looking for something different because they're feeling like they're being called, and that's because the it just feels like they're picking up on some energy that's just they're following their intuition before the intuitive hits. Okay, I got that card in a reading the other day that was talking about following your intuition before your intuition hits, and that's what this feels like to me. That somebody finds freedom, and because this horse is wearing a mask, I feel like this is someone that was maybe not being true to themselves, and all of a sudden they're being true to themselves. This mask comes off, and they start now moving things or things start moving for them because they've come to some kind of realizations about something. They're not finding what they're looking for, so they're on the move, and they're being called to go towards their happiness. This is a sacred mountain card, which to me sometimes talks about groups getting together, people coming together for a common reason, common cause. But it feels like this is what this energy is in search of. Male, female, doesn't matter. It's just an overall energy that I'm picking up on that is heading towards something that they're looking for. Okay, and they're trying different things, looking for different things, but they're looking for some kind of something that means sacred to them. Now, whoever this is that this reading is for, you carry your medicine with you. You have more magic inside of you than what you realize. And at some point, somehow, wherever you go, you've got your spirit guides and angels with you. They're prodding you towards this, and you're picking up on some of the work they're doing for you behind the scenes. Okay, I keep getting this behind the scenes message. Anyway, so you don't realize how magical you actually are, and that you carry this healing ability, this magic, you're able to do things going into the future that some people would say are magical. You help bring the purification. To me speaks of healing. This talks about bringing your medicine with you wherever you go. So it's something internal trying to come to the outside, and you're not quite seeing it, but you're heading towards it because you drop this mask off your face, or you drop this mask off your heart. You start listening to your heart instead of your head. Okay, and then we've got Spirit Keeper of the South, and this is talking about shining your light. See all these little blooms down here? It feels like that when you get to where you're stopping to listen, okay, that things start happening when you start going towards this, whatever it is that you're looking for. Okay, and I think you're somehow answering the call, because that's the next card that we have. You're being called to do something in specific that's going to feel magical. Magical to you, to the people around you, when you start experiencing it. I'm seeing a girl turn herself around and around, like at daybreak or even in the evening sun, feeling free. Okay, and starting to feel like they've made the right choice for themselves. Okay, which in return, then because of that, whoever this person I'm speaking to, then you're looking for whatever it is wherever it is that you go to, that you find the answer that makes you feel like you're answering the call. You give an offering of some sort. Okay, either you offer prayer, thanks, maybe you do some meditations where you thank the universe, and you go from the microcosm to the macrocosm, and you get some answers along the way. Okay? But you're not going to be able to find them through other people. You're going to find them within yourself. You've got a lot of psychic abilities. And even though you don't see them all, it's starting to dawn on you that you have more magic in you than what you think you do. The only thing really been lacking has been belief in yourself. Okay? So that is just something that that they're telling me about. So the next two cards I have the White Buffalo and I have the Tracker. Now, at first I thought maybe this White Buffalo was this special person that was on track to doing something, right? But what it feels like to me now, actually the card kind of, the energies on it kind of shifted a little bit. And it feels like this is somebody who's got the special abilities of a White Buffalo, who runs into somebody that is good at finding people that need healing. Somehow these two people meet up. Okay, and it feels like you meet up somewhere where you meet these two people meet each other where they're not expecting to meet someone, and it's at some kind of retreat, some kind of maybe at a meditation circle, maybe at a special church group, maybe at some kind of big arts and crafts, big get together where you're learning about different religions, different things, and y'all kind of like meet each other in the most unlikely place is what I'm picking up on. Okay, and you each recognize the light within. Okay, and together you're both stronger than you are by yourselves. So y'all, it feels like these two people meet and go forth into the future to create something together. Okay, so take that how that comes in. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but they're just telling me that it's once you start moving in this whatever this direction is that you're being called to go, everything starts becoming clearer and more clear and more clear, and then all of a sudden, unexpectedly, you meet this other person. And when you meet this other person in the most unlikely place, okay, which is what the Sweat Lodge is speaking to me about. A lot of times the Sweat Lodge speaks to me about taking time out, meditating, cleansing yourself, cleansing your area. But I'm feeling like today is talking about the most unlikely place. Okay, and it comes in like a meteorite. It comes in like a lightning bolt. You and this person meet up. Okay, and y'all discover something. You discover this light within each other, and you start talking and discussing things. And over a short period of time, discover that you have nuances or gifts together, and y'all come up with something. Y'all come up with some kind of idea, some kind of plan to start something, to work on a project together, something like that. Okay, and I do want you to know that your angels and ancestors, or a specific ancestor or a spirit guide is guiding both of you on this. They're waiting till you get to a certain place in time, they're saying, to meet up with each other. And it's going to feel magical to you. It's going to feel magical to both of you. Now, I don't know if this is a woman and a man, two women, two men, two friends that meet up. I don't know. I'm not seeing particularly like a romance in this. Okay, I'm just seeing two souls meeting up. That one of them meets the other. Okay, this is the story of one of them, but this other one's going to have similar things within as well. Okay, and y'all discover something about each other, and y'all go from that point on. Okay, so, and I don't know, I don't have any kind of a clear, they're not really giving me a clear idea of how long or when this is, but I'm seeing a lot of sunrises here, so it's making me feel like it's not that far away for some reason. Maybe over the next 3 months. Maybe you've got something planned in the next 3 months where you go to something and you unexpectedly meet someone there, or you're getting ready to meet someone, whatever. You know, they have the same kind of characteristics like you do. They have psychic abilities. They have 1 or 2 rare gifts. They carry their medicine within them. Okay, they carry their own everything. Maybe this is even someone you finally realize you've been praying for, actually. Okay, or a prayer answered. I feel like one of these people has been very, very solitary for a long time. And here we have another microchism and a macrochism, Song of the Wild. This is something that it feels like your spirit guides, especially, have been working on the other side to get you two together. Okay? One of you is the White Buffalo, one of you is the Tracker. Okay? Now, this White Buffalo usually speaks of feminine energy, but I don't see why it couldn't be a male energy. and the tracker female, or vice versa. Switch the energies out however they play out for you, whoever this reading is for, okay? And it feels like your spirit guides are orchestrating this behind the scenes. It feels like there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on right now. A lot of things getting purified, changes coming along, just a lot of things that are going to feel really quite magical to some people that aren't expecting them or think they're further away than what they are. Okay? Or something that's right around the corner that pops up and it's like a surprise, whatever it is. This meeting, this, and then we got tribal. See, on the bottom here, I got tribal spirit dancer. So this is feeling like finding part of your tribe as well. Okay? On a vision quest. So y'all start something. See, you start something. And this tribal spirit dancer makes me think you also find other people. But it starts out with this white buffalo and this tracker. Okay? Take that how that comes in for you. I'm not picking up any particular zodiac sign or anything. I sometimes pick up like Pisces or... I pick up a lot of Pisces, actually. I guess because I'm a fire and an earth sign. Y'all start something for sure. Y'all start something that becomes a vision quest. In some way, and then see the next card on the bottom, okay, so that makes sense now, was walking in beauty. So this feels like y'all coming up with, and meeting other people and starting something, and it becomes quite big. And it's actually people that get around you and join you or whatever. It feels like all of y'all are of a lot of the same mind, the same energies, same vibrational level. I'm hearing peace on earth and goodwill to men. So maybe you're some kind of a peace-loving group. And the very next one underneath is peace pipe. So it's peaceful, whatever it is that y'all want to do. But it's also because it's something that is... And then talking stick. So this is something that's going to take off for you. I don't know exactly what it is. Let me pull some runes and see what they say. I'm going to pull the brown runes. Guys, I can't wait until I get my... in a couple of days here, I'm going to order these other cards I've been talking about. And maybe even order another set of runes, too. To start playing with. And getting to know and seeing what they're telling me. And maybe what other kind of new messages. I don't know. We're just going to see. So, Izzy, tell me about these people that meet in this group. It becomes a group. Oh, they're showing me... Okay, they're showing me a circle, and then like this. Like an eyelash. Like eyelashes coming off of it. And little... So this is the start of something big. These two people, when they meet up, whatever idea it is you two guys come up with becomes a huge vision quest. Huge vision quest. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm not getting one. What about... Oh, there's absolutely nothing on these runes. They're all upside down. Okay. Is there anything you want to tell them? Movement. Y'all will have a lot of movement. So maybe you'll do a lot of traveling. Shedding skins, ancestral lands. Something to do... Okay, they're saying... I'm hearing ancestors. Something about ancestors. Maybe, I don't know, maybe y'all will start a group trying to help people find who their famous ancestors are. I don't know. But they're not saying that the ancestors are there. They're talking about something y'all do, something that has something to do with ancestors, but they're not giving me a clear message. Then we've got birth, family. Well, Burka is the family rune. So maybe it's something about helping families to find missing relatives or something. Some kind of opening up. Okay? Movement, ancestors, birth, illumination from within. Okay, I'm hearing birth records. Maybe someone decides to look for their adoptive their natural born parents, siblings, or something like that. Or maybe y'all decide to start something to help people access records that are not accessible easily. Movement, ancestor, Burka, opening. Siblings. I'm hearing something about families and kids and accessing some kind of records that normally couldn't. I don't know, guys. They're not giving me nothing clear. This has something to do with families and healing and helping. And I'm hearing birth. I was hearing birth records. The feminine line, maternal line, or maybe this white buffalo and this tracker end up finding out they're related somehow in the most unlikely place. Okay, so they're showing me in my head when I was living in Florida. I was working as a security guard, and I had a truck come through, a taxi come through, and the guy gave me the last name of the guy in the back seat, and I said, what is that name again? And it come to find out, the guy had the same last name as me. It was my maiden name. I'm not going to say it on here, but my maiden name. Come to find out, and look, I was in Florida, Tampa, Florida. He was from Louisiana, and he's a famous pianist in Louisiana. I'm just not going to mention his name, but I have a cousin that's a famous pianist. But when I first met him, him and his wife or just happened to be staying at the apartments, in a company apartment where the Symphony of New Orleans had rent out these apartments for the symphony to play. They were doing Phantom of the Opera at one of the big theaters in Tampa, Florida, and my cousin and his wife were both. He plays piano. He's a concert pianist, and she was a concert cello player. I can't think, celloist, I guess they call them. And they were in the symphony. That they had met at the symphony and fallen in love and gotten married, right? But anyway, come to find out, he was my cousin. And I met him in Florida when I lived in Florida, and he was living in Louisiana, and I'm from originally Mississippi, right? So come to find out, I had a whole carload of cousins that came from Louisiana. I still do. I still talk to some of them online. So it opened up a whole new door for me, finding out I had this cousin, right? Guys, I shit you not. His grandpa was my dad's brother. Okay, that's how we were cousins. I just crossed my heart, hope to die. True story. And I met him states away from where I was from and he was from. Ironically, because he happened to be staying in the apartments I was being a security guard at. That was before I became a corrections officer. And guys, it was awesome. I went to dinner one night to meet him and his wife, and we sat and we talked for fucking hours. Hours. He even gave me some information about my family tree. So maybe that's something else that y'all find out about. Maybe you find a kissing cousin or something like that. And then y'all want to go in, y'all come up with this vision quest. It brings a lot of happiness and joy. You want to find all these other people, right? So you have all this movement, something about the ancestors, and you birth this, y'all start this together, and it just takes off. It becomes a life of its own. And you discover a lot of things. That's what I'm hearing, okay? And then they're showing me my own life, so I'm like, okay, so let me tell them about my cousin. And yes, my cousin still plays today, and he's semi close to being really famous in Louisiana. So, all right, let me see this here. Okay, oh yes, microchism to macrochism. And then the very next one is completion of beginnings or portal. Opening a portal and jumping through, and then partnerships. So this thing sounds to me like something that just develops a mind of its own after you meet this person, or these two people meet in the most unlikely of places. Sweat lodge. I mean, who would imagine they'd meet a cousin or a relative or their souls? I mean, it could be a soulmate or something like that, or a partner of some sort. But I'm just hearing a lot about family in there, okay, and ancestor lines. So, and together y'all turn the wheel. You're protected. It's divinely orchestrated. Wow, awesome. I think that's all they got for us, guys. You turn the wheel. And I can't imagine what's on the other side of this, guys. I should do an extended of some type on this. Oh, look, 4-4. Okay, so this may be a 4-4 message again, guys. I just feel like this is something, it's destined. Okay, they're saying it's destined. You are going to meet this person. And now I don't know what it's all about. When you meet them, drop me a line and say, hey, remember that reading you did? The magic and purification one, And let me know. Because I'm like really curious. I don't think this is going to be anything that's going to happen real soon. Because this is showing a journey. Okay? Showing a journey, going. So this is something that's coming. Okay? And I don't know how long. And there's a lot of movement in this reading here, guys. A lot of movement and bring a lot of vision. Haggles. Chaos. Opportunity disguised as loss. Success. All right, guys, I think that's all they got for us. So, whoever this reading is for, you're something that you don't know about is coming for you. That's something that you're going to discover. Okay, I'm going to leave it right there, guys. I think this is a really awesome message for someone who is, maybe the mask and on the horse is representing something you just don't know about yourself, and you go off to find it. Lighthouse.